So what made him so great? I mean, we know what his legacy is going to be, but what was the secret sauce for him for 42 years to do it the way that he did it and to do it at Duke? What's the difference based on your travels and your work that you've done for all these years at ESPN as well? What do you got for me on that front, Jay?
He has an amazing ability to engender trust. And that was really what got me, was I trusted him right away as a high school kid. And he was unfailingly honest and didn't always tell you what you wanted to hear honest. And, when he was recruiting me, every coach that recruited against him said, now, you realize if you go to Duke, he's going to make you play center for 4 years, and that's not your position. And I brought that up to him, and I said, everybody's telling me you're going to make me play center. And he said, well, I will for a year. But after that, I'll recruit a big guy and move you back to your natural spot. And I figured that most guys wouldn't admit that was going to be the case. And it wound up, I wound up playing center for 4 years. But it never bothered me. Those guys were right, but he did recruit other guys. But it was I never would have made another decision. And as much as I loved Lute Olson and Boeheim and Coach Owens, and revered those guys, I've never second guessed the decision, even when he was calling me the biggest wimp that had ever lived, and how could I not get that rebound, and I can't believe you're that slow, stuff like that. I never second guessed it.
So he would be demanding and tough like that. So you don't think that the 21st century athlete might blush or not appreciate that sort of hard coaching? I mean, you don't think
He's changed that, and I'll give you an example. So
Sure.
This was, I can't remember the year, whether it was 2009 or whatever. I was at Duke to see practice, and Coach K was going to take the team in and watch film, and he looked at me on the sideline and says, "Why don't you come in, sit in the locker room, watch film with us?" So I sat in the back. And I started to get, it was almost like I was getting Vietnam flashbacks, because he was running something back, and I was going, okay, Mason Plumlee's about to get it. And I was going, all right, this was me, and I needed therapy after the film sessions. And he stopped the film, and I was expecting, okay, here comes fire and brimstone and wrath of God, except now he's actually considered a god. And he said in just a normal tone of voice, he said, "Mason, I've never had a good player do this. And if you want to be a good player, you better not be doing this again." And it was so effective, but it didn't beat him up. And I thought, okay, this guy is on a different level now, because I needed to wear a flak jacket and a helmet during a film session when I played for him, and rightfully so, because I put it on a tee for him to be able to go after me. But he certainly changed the way he's done things and adapted to things. But his ability to deliver a message and have it received and acted upon now, like he's so much of a better coach now than he was when I played for him. And I don't say that to be negative or to in any jealousy. It's just that he keeps getting better, and he's better. I think he'll be better next year than he was last year. And I guess that's the way you expect it to be when you really think about it, but it's not the norm. You don't see that stuff all the time. And he's a next level thinker. He thinks relationships. He jumps on top of every issue at the very beginning before it becomes a bigger one. And that's not true of everyone. Like he goes after the team when they're winning too. Basically saying, "Hey, look, we might have won this game, but this isn't going to win later. So we need to correct this. And we've had slippage here. We've done this," where, truthfully, a lot of coaches wouldn't do that because they wouldn't want to rock a winning boat.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.